there's a reason that half of marriages end in divorce. I think it's because men are weak and they're letting themselves go and they're unattractive to their spouse. If you're not in peak physical shape, people don't take you as seriously. But when you take care of your body and you walk into a room, you have a different energy about you. People look at you and they know that's a disciplined man. That's somebody who has impulse control. That's somebody who has willpower. He's gonna push through fatigue. He's gonna kill those excuses with positive actions. I wanna be like that man, right? Because those are the individuals who have better energy, who typically have better mental health, who are more positive. All right, you guys, so I have a message for all you men out there. If you're a father, a husband, if you're above the age of 21, you're being called to lead somebody, okay? Here's the truth. Most of you are failing at that job. You're failing in your appearance, you're failing in your demeanor, you're failing to rise to a higher standard. Society's standards for men are horribly low, okay? I was just looking at some statistics right now. 1 in 25,000 men have abs that you could actually see. Right? You have abs right now, but it's probably covered by your fucking fat because you're lazy and eating food and not disciplined, right? Like, that's the truth. 40% of grown men are considered obese, right? 20% of men have mental health issues. These are things like depression, anxiety, panic disorders. And here's the thing, most men who have mental health don't tell anybody, so that number is probably a lot higher. What's the point of this? The point is that men are suffering and struggling in the United States of America. Right now, there's more weak men in our society than ever before. Here's the thing, if you're fat, that's unacceptable, okay? If you have depression and anxiety, there's a cure and it's not a pill. If you're going through life and you're not excited and motivated and positive around the people that you're living with, you're a fucking problem. Like, this is unacceptable. We need to raise the standards of what a man should be like in America in 2023. In my opinion, every man who has children, who's a husband, who's going to work, who's a team leader, who owns a business, you need to be in peak physical condition, okay? I'm not saying you have to go out and train for the Olympics, but you should have abs. You should work out every day. You should eat good food. You shouldn't abuse food and walk around fat and out of shape. What that signifies to other people is that you're lazy, you have low self-worth, you lack discipline and impulse control. Why would I want to look to you as an example? Why would your children want to look to you as an example? Why would anybody at work listen to you, right? There's a reason that half of marriages end in divorce. I think it's because men are weak and they're letting themselves go and they're unattractive to their spouse. This is the truth, you guys. If you're not in peak physical shape, people don't take you as seriously. But when you take care of your body and you walk into a room, you have a different energy about you. You exude confidence. People look at you and they know that's a disciplined man. That's somebody who has impulse control. That's somebody who has willpower. He's gonna push through fatigue. He's gonna kill those excuses with positive action. And the subliminal message is, I wanna be like that man. That's what people feel when they see somebody walk into a room who takes care of themselves, right? Because those are the individuals who have better energy, who typically have better mental health, who are more positive. And here's the thing, do you want your kids growing up looking on social media and following all these accounts of these rappers and these influencers and aspiring to be like them? They think that stuff is reality. They don't know that that's scripted. They don't know that behind closed doors, those guys are miserable, that they're doing drugs, that they're not even tapped into reality. A lot of those influencers and celebrities and people that our kids look up to, they end up dying or bankrupt or poor in a really bad position later on in life because that's not the way you live. That's a small window of time, and they're showing people this lifestyle on social media and on TV that is appealing, that is attractive, but it's a false reality. So if you're a man and your kid is looking up to somebody like that, it's because you are not an example to him. You don't inspire him. You're not doing things in your life that make him think, damn, I want to be like my dad. Instead, they find these fucking lame rappers and people on TV and these influencers, and they say, oh, that looks cool. That guy's laughing. That guy's having a good time. I want to be like that. Here's the thing, like, the standards are so low for men in America that guys will get mad at a message like this. A guy watching this who has tits, right, who's miserable, who's taking pills to try to make himself happy, he's drinking behind closed doors, he's not having sex with his wife, he's not an inspiration to the world. Like, that's the guy that's gonna talk shit on this video. Imagine who you would be if you got up every morning and you worked out. Imagine if you ate good food. Imagine if you were a good leader for your family and you showed them how to lead a healthy lifestyle. Imagine the energy and the love and the, that source that you'd feel inside of you when you were tapped in on that level. And imagine how your wife would treat you in that relationship and what it would do for you going forward in your life if you were that man. Like, here's the thing, you guys, you are capable of so much more. But every day you're making decisions that lead you to comfort, to momentary pleasure. You're making decisions that prevent you from doing the work required to be somebody that you're actually proud of. If you can't look in the mirror right now and say, damn, I love that guy's giving his all every day to life, physically, mentally, spiritually, that guy's tapped in and thriving, or he's on the path to becoming that person, then you're gonna regret who you've become and how you've lived your life. This is the truth, there's no way around it. You have to get up every day and attack your goals. Your job is to be an example for your family and for everybody that you come across, and you have to be selfless. You wanting to snack on that garbage food, you wanting to sit down and be lazy, you wanting to sleep in, you wanting to skip the gym, it's you being selfish, okay? If you're walking around fat and out of shape, you're selfish. You'd rather eat the shitty food and sleep in and be lazy than do the hard work and be a representation of a solid man for your family, right? The man who gets up and sacrifices sleep, the man who has impulse control, the man who lifts heavy weight, runs, sweats, pushes his body to the limits, that's an example. That's a selfless man, okay? You, on the other hand, are a selfish man, okay? You care more about your feelings, your wants, and your needs than the people around you. And if you don't like that message, and that message triggers you, it's because there's some truth to it. If anything I'm saying right now makes you feel like, oh, fuck this guy, oh, screw this message, oh, this message is absurd, you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, why do you feel that way? Instead of answering the calling that's being placed upon you, within your heart, within your soul, to be a better person, and you keep neglecting it, you have to ask yourself, why am I allowing myself to be this inferior man? Because the truth is, you're capable of so much more. The truth is, you have unlimited abilities. The truth is, people around you desperately need you to be that example. They desperately need to see what's possible in life, so they believe in their dreams and their aspirations because they see what you've accomplished in your life. This is a message for all men in America right now. If you're not an example, an elite example, like I'm talking about raising the standards through the roof, then you're the problem. And the people around you are gonna suffer and struggle because of you. And your kids are gonna end up on all these fucking medications. They're gonna drink, they're gonna be depressed, they're gonna battle mental health, they're gonna be bullied and made fun of at school, all because they had a poor example of a man growing up. Shame on you. Time to raise your standards.